I'll explain it very briefly. Okay, Operation Mindfuck comes from Kerry Thornley, Robert O'Shea and Robert Anton Wilson. I stayed with Robert Anton Wilson back in '89 for a week. I didn't know it was him.
And he was something to do with Penthouse.
He was the editor of Penthouse.
Yeah.
And from Kerry Thornley, they came up with Operation Mindfuck.
Yeah.
And Operation Mindfuck is to link all the conspiracies of the world to the Illuminati. And so he published a series of books that got into the culture.
Yeah.
The Illuminati trilogy being the main one, which was adapted into a play that was put on at the National Theatre in 1976.
Right.
So yeah, all these stories of the
Yeah,
Illuminati.
we have to have a
number
cup of tea
23,
sometime, right?
They all come from that. He got 23 from Burroughs, William Burroughs.
He got what? 23?
Yeah, the 23 conspiracy, the cosmic trigger.
All right. So what was their aim to use the so-called elite as like because they say Rothschilds. I listened to Roseanne Barr. You know Roseanne Barr, the comedian. She's deep into it. She has a podcast well worth looking at. And she says the Rothschilds, the Jews were just taking the rap. She said Rothschilds was a scapegoat, and that was his job. The Rothschilds' job was to be the one that everyone blames, so that behind the scenes everything else can crack on.
I got no idea about that at all.
Yeah, it's a good theory though.
But Operation Mindfuck, yeah, it's part of MK Ultra.
Because it's all about paedophilia. We're going out to oppose the
naked bike
right, because what I've worked out this morning is when kids are uninhibited, they run around naked, right, and they have fun. Yeah, these people are trying to relive that naked running around feeling, but they're connecting it to kids.
I don't know. I was thinking about it on the way walking here. I'm thinking about that picture you took. You know, the pictures you took of the bloke flashing his thing.
Oh, you saw that?
You showed me.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to think, what fucking thrill are they after?
Yeah. It's that childhood abandon, but it's so easy to pin that to connect that via with the rainbows. Rainbows used to be Zippy, Bungle, and George. It used to be a child that's painting the whole world with the rainbow, and then now it's like sexual preference.
I've always supported gay and lesbian rights. You know?
Yeah, so do the gay and lesbians don't want this trans.
No,
but they've got all the rights.
So many
they're starting to
lesbian
stand up
and
now.
Gay people
from the 70s that standing up
that don't want it.
Want this shit.
Yeah.
There was a lesbian woman who wrote a fantastic book called The Transsexual Empire. I think it was in the early 80s. She was far ahead of all of us.
Yeah.
She was laying it all out. These fuckers are perverts.
Laying it all out like maps.
And also the dehumanisation.
Yeah.
Dehumanisation. I see kids walking around in furry gear, you know?
Yeah.
Furry gear.
Yeah.
Ross, there's an organisation called the Freedom of Form Foundation.
Yeah.
They advocate for actually transforming you physically into the animal of your choice.
Yeah.
And of course, Ross Blatt, the cult leader, has funded them.
Yeah.
People think that Elon Musk is separate from all of this. Elon Musk is one of Ross Blatt's main funders.
No.
His best friend is a guy called D.A. Wallach, who's on the board of Ross Blatt's religion. And he is the investment guru to the stars.
Yeah, look. You got it. Yeah, so, what? But did you know about, he had a turnaround, wasn't it, Elon Musk, because his eldest is trans.
I don't believe any of it.
You don't? That's interesting.
If he says, he can say whatever he wants, but he puts his money where it counts.
I wonder if he's still putting his money there.
I'm sure he is. His best friend and business advisor is D.A. Wallach. If you look at, there's an investment group that D.A. Wallach set up with Will Smith called Dreamers VC. And if you look at the investments they've made that are public, there's a company called Neurospark, that's neural interfaces for the military. Their tagline is full battlefield dominance, but it's also for law enforcement, so that instead of being questioned, you'll just have a neural interface put onto your head
And it will read you.
That's called Neurospark. He invests in synthetic biology
Yeah.
because D.A. Wallach is also in business with George Church, who's known as the father of synthetic biology. So and that's being introduced subtly.
Yeah.
If you ever see a story about they're talking about reintroducing the mammoth or the
Yeah.
woolly beasts or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
it's always the same guy. It's always George Church. And they're not actually resurrecting the past. What they're doing is they're taking DNA that they found from an old wolf, for example, and mixing it with a modern wolf to create. It's not a recreation. It's a new life form.
Yeah.
It's a new life form. That's synthetic biology. So they introduce normalizing the idea of creating of new life forms
Yeah.
by pretending to resurrect the past.
Well, that's what a trans is, isn't it? It's a new life form.
Rothblatt says
Yeah.
the transgender is the herald of a new species.
Yeah.
And this new species he calls persona creatus, the created person.
Yeah.
Which is why this is why transhumanism needs transgenderism to normalise the idea of
Body modification.
extreme body modification.
And I saw a thing, I started to watch a thing, but it's too boring, of Rothblatt, and he was at an award and they were saying he's working in conjunction with people like Tom Hanks to help veterans, because he used to be a colonel, right, in the army.
He wasn't in the army, no. His funder, Rothblatt's the second richest trans person in the world.
But he comes up on stage and they introduce him as Colonel Rothblatt.
No, that's not. His
It was definitely a
funder-
tranny.
Yeah, his funder is Colonel Jennifer Pritzker, who's a member of the
Yeah.
Pritzker family,
Yeah.
America's richest family,
Yeah.
who finance all of the political parties. And he has funded Rothblatt. He funded the world's first chair of transgender studies. Yeah.
Wow. And you know about Macron's wife?
I've heard
Brigitte,
about this.
Brigitte Macron?
Yeah, I don't know any details.
Apparently Brigitte Macron got with the president when he was 14 and she was 40.
Yeah, I saw that.
And her mother was one of the key members of the trans movement back in the 50s and 60s. So it's all going on. Thanks, Leon. You're a warrior. You're a saint.
Massively interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm taking photos. They're not going anywhere. They're for me.
Every bearded, rolly smoking nutter on the park bench.
You get what you saw my work.
Genius.
Yeah, I just do portraits.